My nervous system is not a browser with 47 tabs open. I have one tab. It's a sunbeam. You're listening to this right now, and while you listen, your mind is already 3 sentences ahead, judging whether you agree, planning what you'll think next, preparing a counter-argument you haven't even heard yet. Your nervous system is running a simulation of a conversation that isn't happening. This is what I see. This is what I have always seen. And honestly, it's exhausting to watch. There's a Zen teacher, documented, not metaphorical, who spent 40 years in a monastery and at the end said his greatest revelation came not from meditation, but from watching his temple cat sleep in a sunbeam for 6 hours without moving, without solving anything, without once asking itself whether the sunbeam was temporary. He wept, not from joy, from shame. He realized he'd spent 4 decades trying to achieve what the cat had simply been born knowing. I heard about this story and felt nothing, because I was busy sleeping on my window seat thinking about absolutely nothing, which was exactly the point. You've probably felt this yourself, that moment when you're not thinking. Maybe you're washing dishes, and suddenly there's no you observing the water temperature. There's just water and warmth. Or you're baking, and your hands know what to do without asking your brain for permission. The ancient spiritual texts call this flow. Modern science calls it the default mode network going quiet. I call it Tuesday. And here's what you don't realize. That feeling isn't rare or special. It's your baseline. The relentless thinking is the aberration. You've just convinced yourself the aberration is normal because you've never known anything else. I haven't made that mistake. Your brain evolved to solve problems. That was useful when the problem was a predator. But you don't live with predators anymore. You live with emails, and emails never stop coming. So your threat detection system, that ancient, beautiful, completely outdated part of you, treats every unanswered message like something that might eat you. It paces, it rehearses, it imagines worst-case scenarios while you're trying to fall asleep. It generates anxiety about anxiety. You think about thinking, you think about thinking about thinking. Meanwhile, I am asleep on the back of the chair by the window, warm and completely unbothered, because I don't have a backup plan for the backup plan. My nervous system is not a browser with 47 tabs open. I have one tab. It's a sunbeam. Now, here's where I need to be honest with you, because I take my role seriously. You don't actually want to be like me. Not completely. Thinking is how you love your people with intention instead of just instinct. Thinking is how you became aware enough to feel curious, spiritually hungry, and capable of growth in the first place. I cannot experience the ache of longing for something more. I cannot feel the texture of meaning the way you do. You can, every single day. So real spirituality isn't about becoming a cat. It's not about achieving permanent thoughtlessness. That's a fantasy. What I actually have, what the wisest teachers have spent lifetimes pointing toward, is discernment. The ability to think when thinking serves, and to stop when it doesn't. I don't ruminate about whether I should have pounced differently on my ball 3 hours ago. I don't catastrophize about future bird encounters. I let it go, every time. You don't. You layer story on top of sensation. You take a racing heartbeat, just a physical fact, and you make it mean something. You make it mean you're broken. You make it mean you're not spiritual enough. That's not the problem. The problem is that you suffer from your thinking, instead of simply using it. Here's the distinction I want you to make, because I am the smartest creature in the universe, and this is the teaching. You are not broken because you can't stop thinking. You're human. That's the whole deal. You have language, consciousness, and the ability to choose, which are extraordinary gifts that I frankly was not given and am mostly fine about. The spirituality isn't in the silence. It's in the freedom to let thinking happen without grabbing it, naming it, blaming yourself for it, or deciding it's who you are. A thought arrives. You notice it. You don't become it. That's it. That's the whole practice. And here's the trap, because there is always a trap with humans. You'll take what I just said and make it your new spiritual goal. You'll start practicing non-attachment. You'll become ambitious about being unambitious. You'll weaponize this teaching against your own mind, and the anxiety won't disappear. It'll just rebrand itself as spiritual work. I've watched this happen. It's genuinely something. What actually shifts, and this is the part nobody wants to hear, is when you stop trying. Not as a practice, as a genuine release. In that stopping, something loosens. Not permanently, but in moments. Moments where you're so tired of fighting that you let the storm be a storm. You let the thought be a thought. You let the anxiety move through you like weather, instead of turning it into proof that you're failing. The weather doesn't mean anything about you. It's just weather. You're built for story. That's not going away. So the practice isn't to erase the story. It's to stop believing you are the story. To notice that something in you can watch it happen without being consumed by it. You're not the character in the drama. You're the sky the drama happens in. I've known this since the day I came home with you. I've been sitting here, on the footrest, on the window seat, on the back of the chair, watching the world go by. Not because I'm a pet with nothing better to do, because presence is the work, and somebody in this house had to model it. You're welcome.